Hello friends, my name is Renuka. Welcome back to my channel, and this is 1 Kit 10 and More card series, and I'm featuring Love for Lizi's kit here. And this kit is coming with lots of things. You can watch the unboxing video. I will link that video at the end of this video. So first of all, the cardstock, it's a little bit different than the US cardstock A2 size. This kit came from the UK, so the size is a little bit different. So I just make sure that I will get a small little bit of trimming there. So here you can see I just cut a quarter of an inch, so I get 11 and a half cardstock, and now I'm cutting that in a half. So there is, you can get a top side folding card stock, and now these are the landscape one, and now I'm again trimming it, and now I'm trimming more, and here I'm kind of creating the A2 size exact cards, which is little bit smaller than width, but height is kind of same. So these are the small tricks how you can do that, or you can just fold them in a half and cut them. Now whenever I'm folding my card bases, I just turn them out and then use my bone folder to get a nice crisp edge. In that way it will not you get the cranky or cracked image that manner. So these are the card bases we got to create. Then this paper is came with this kit. I'm just cutting off it a little bit, and a little bit speed up the process here. This kit is a little bit different for me, but very nice and beautiful paper. So I start with this telephone and this records one, and these are some papers which I use from my stash because I just want to make a little bit of matting here, and I'm kind of playing with the cardstock here, and that's why I'm using the stickers which also came in kit. I will not use any add-on products here, I don't have them. Mostly I'm using the whatever I have with me, or whatever I have in my kit. So I'm just using here crocodile. If you don't have, you can use just any pinning thing to pin that. And this card is also came with the kit, so I make that cord just like the telephone cord in there. So I'm just putting one brad there, and just kind of making a hole, secure it. Then after securing that, I'm making the another hole, and then kind of putting everything together by help of the scotch tape. Now just add little bit dimension by using this double-sided foam. I'm not using nowadays scotch, I'm using this. It is a little bit cheaper than that, and I make tons of cards. So yeah, I bought that from Amazon. Now I just don't know where I put my distresser, which I bought from I think John's, and it's like Tim Hortons distresser. So I'm just using my hands and scissors to get little bit crop there to get the wonky look. And this pigment ink is came in the Lizi's kit before kit. So this is very nice and juicy ink, as you see, and it's my beloved ink dauber. So it's kind of getting spongy there, and then I'm kind of layering all the things little bit wonky and just cutting them as the way I go. Then I just tear off little bit more to match that thing, although that tearing is not shown that way, but still you can see the little bit of that. Whenever you're making the paper layering things, like you are putting one another, it sometimes didn't show it properly, but still you are doing that because the way the total look is awesome. Now I'm putting this hello dye. It is from Lawn Fawn, and I thought it would be nice match to it. Now this is the nice thing, each month she adds something kind of different to it. So this time this is the foil, and this is so awesome to use and simple to line up everything. I'm using the tape here which came in a kit, and little bit tape from my stash to get different kind of widths here. And then I'm using, just laying off that foil there, and it's sticking there right. So foiling is not a new thing, it's quite around, I think 2-3, yeah, it's like 3-4 years before it started. Yeah, but now it's kind of getting more hype, and the things are going on more happening nowadays. So it's really nice to have the foil things, although I never did that. I saw first time how Lizi did it, and it seems so simple, so I would just want to try, and it has become so addicted to me. So I did this background also with that foil. I just put that double-sided tape which came in a kit, and then I'm putting that foil again. And now you see, before cutting out that piece, I just foiled the foam which came in a kit, so which is also the double-sided, so I can use every bit of it. And I use lots of foil. I never know that I love this foiling too much, thanks to this kit, because I never do that. First of all, I thought it's a little bit more shiny, so it's not kind of my style, but yeah, it's looking really nice, and sometimes it gives a nice rich and elegant look. So this card is quite simple. I'm using 5.5 by 5.5 already pre-cut card base, and there I'm putting the 5" by 5" this pattern paper, then foiling, and this volume came in a kit, and I'm kind of making window with it by using the craft knife. And then this is a quite kind of very colorful, so I don't mind to see through it, that white foam tape, cause I'm just running out of my Tic Tac, which is the clear one, so don't mind. And I'm just placing this. I don't want to do much wonky thing here or distressing it, but you can go ahead with that and cut all the edges by your hand and distress them with the ink just I did in a before project. And now I'm just adding these gems. It's kind of sparkly things came in a kit. These are really nice, kind of perfectly matching to this foil color, and everything is like pulling together really nicely for you. Now here I'm creating one bow. This blue and white color baker's twine also came with the kit. I'm kind of adjusting that bow, and after making that, each time I make bow, I put a glue dot behind that, so it will secure and nice, and it not go here and there, and retain its shape. Now for this card, I just want to create a layers of paper. First of all, my mind that I want to create this kind of collage by using the gesso or depot technique, Moch pot technique, for the mixed media project. But somehow I didn't get the small canvas. I didn't order that, and when I ordered it, it's kind of taking too much time to come. So yeah, so I'm just cutting the paper strips, putting them on a similar cardstock, and just going with the waves, that how those things looks together, and kind of playing with that in my mind, that how it should look, and just cutting the paper and putting them again and again. Yeah, I'm a quilter, so I did that thing before many times, so I kind of enjoying and missing my quilting too. So I just choose one sticker from this, which says the dreaming wings, I think. Yeah, I just forgot. Yeah, it says it's with dragonfly. Yeah, give your dreams wings. And then I put again the layering things. Then I decided that I will drop that orange thing. It kind of distracting me. And then I'm kind of choosing another sky blue color paper. This is from my stash. All these color papers I bought from mostly from Michaels. Mostly my paper came from Michaels and Joann's or online, and they are kind of yeah, it's like for a $10 you get a 5-pack. Yeah, so it's a nice recollection papers, and so it's kind of getting matching there. Now I'm cutting the excess, and I really like that collage, and it kind of giving that orange kind of frame there. I really like that. I didn't cut this cardstock as A2 size. It's just a half of the sheet, because I want to create that thing. I didn't put much times the whole cardstock on the card front or the panel, just because I like the border. I thought it frame it out everything. And then I'm kind of you know, playing with it and tags, and I'm using the leftovers from the previous project, and kind of matching and mixing everything together. So these things are really nice. When it came in a kit, you don't have to think much. They're gonna look nice together. You just have to put them together. So nothing much fancy here. I'm just layering, making some banners using my scissors, and just putting the volume here, and it's kind of just the on the go process. I just like how it came out. I'm the person who likes to color, so like the stamps and all, but this kits, like the papers are really nice. So this time I just play with the papers. Although this came kit came with the stamps also, but yeah, the papers are really beautiful and kind of having really fun with this. So after adding these banners and all, I'm adding those drops again. Those are so beautiful and look really nice on the paper and kind of perfectly matching. So I just put them and in a pattern of 3, and using my craft knife to pick sometimes. And then here I'm using that clip and I'm kind of putting all the things together and using the leftover piece from that die cut window which we created before, and then putting all the things together here. And before that, yeah, it's a little bit more wonky, so I just cut out that. And then again I put the foil here. It is so addictive when you start foiling. I don't know that I gonna love that much, although it looks really nice when it's doing. But yeah, and these black peel offs are came like you can buy them as an extra, so I add them as an extra add-on. And then I'm using just the leftover of the fun foam. I have lots of leftover and I just want to get rid of them, so nowadays I'm using them. And then I'm using Tombow glue to put all the panels together and stick it on the main card front. Nothing fancy. So after this this complete card, I just want to add a little bit of green in this. I just want to put the Nuvo mousse here, but yeah, I just see that it's a little bit dry, so I put water, and then I literally forgot to put that back in, and when I try to picture them, then I see those. But anyways, so I just cut out these hugs, and these are from Maker Smart dies, and you can use any a die whatever you have. And I just want to see that hugs is kind of the sentiment, you can go with anything. And then I just use this Hero Art stamp, and I just stamp on that volume that sending you hugs. And then I add little bit of more peel offs black to just put little bit of ground to my sentiment. And then using these dies, these dies came in a kit, the arrow dies, and I use that fun foam and foil it, and then just put those together. So this Nuvo drops also come with the kit, and I'm just putting them not softly, but I just want to create a texture there. So I'm putting them like more kind of creating the tabbing them on, and I did that twice, so it will give a nice effect and kind of the color to that pearl sheet which I use for cutting those. Now this octopus, yeah, it reminds me of my mom really, because she is having the lots of hands and she can do every work she want to do with those hands. So she is doing she's kind of multitasking. So yeah, when I see that, I okay, I can make the mom card with this. Although I picturized this quite a long ago before the Mother's Day, somehow I didn't able to post the things, cause yeah, there's things are become really crazy here. I'm not well, and yeah, these videos are sitting on my desktop, I don't know, from a long while. And then after this, you can see that the eye of octopi, and I just enhance that. And before that, I'm using this leftover on both the sides, and everything is kind of, when you layered the things, everything is kind of framed and really nice about that. And I just decided to pop this main panel, so it will get a little bit raised. You can just skip that part because it's already kind of adding more dimension by using the layers of it, but yeah, I really love to. So I did that. And then I'm using the Sharpie paint to make the eyes there, the eyelashes, and I add little bit of kind of fun flower, kind of matching brown flower. It's in my stash, I don't know, for a long while. And then I'm adding the peel offs, and again I'm using the sentiment mom from using die cuts with that foam, and I just like put that above that mom, it's for you, so it's kind of complete the full sentiment. And I really like that how this card turn out. This time I make just little simpler cards, but yeah, I really love them, that how they turn out. Add little bit of blank here and there, and then I just yeah, I like how it turned out. And then jump to next card. This one is really simple. I use that stripe came, the volume stripe came in the kit. I'm putting that directly on the front of the card, nothing measuring, then just adding little bit of black peel off to get accent. If you don't have that peel off, you need to cut a really thin stripe of the black paper, or you can just draw a line by a marker. But yeah, I really like these peel offs. Those are kind of glossy in texture and giving kind of nice thing to the whole thing. It's pulling together really nice. And then I just add that happy on the navy blue color cardstock, and add little bit of more foil again. Yeah, so I just decided that it's like the happy, and you can write anything inside, like happy anniversary, happy birthday, or happy for you, or sending you very happiness, something like that. So it's like kind of a universal card. You can give it to girl or guy, anything will gonna do well here. So yeah, I really like that foil, so I did that thrice, and it kind of filling the space there. So when you are doing in a kind of making in a three or five in an odd number, visually it looks really nice. So yeah, I love to do that. I mostly do the things in a 3 or 5 kind of manner. So after this, I really like how it turned out, so I decided to add again the baker's toy in there. Yeah, and I use the same technique. I just put the baker's toy, make a small bow there, and then kind of putting glue dot behind it to secure in it. And yeah, that's the thing. So this is the simple card, and it's turned out really nice, and I like it. Now for this next one, I just want to go with again the layering. Yeah, this is kind of the paper layering video this time, and it's kind of fun to do. So this front brats came in the kit, and they are like nice, awesome hero for the greatest words there. And it's really nice to put this kind of funky and funny stuff on your cards. I never had them before, so I'm kind of pretty excited to use them, that how they're gonna look on my card. And you just have to pick them apart, and I really like the spacing of those, so I just decided to use those holes as my spacing too. I'm just kind of line up and using my grid mat to put everything straight. And here I'm using the spellbinders tool to make a hole. You can use the Tim holes, or you can use the pencil knife, anything you have the sharp enough to do that. And I'm just in the background using the fun form, and now I will add the word hero. And it's kind of really nice having the blackish thing, and you can add like my dad is my hero, or my grandpa is my hero, or my husband is my hero, or you can just spell it like you are a hero, that kind of thing, to just encouragement someone. Now again, I will add a little bit of foil to make the kind of things going together, and you can see that I'm using every little bit of that foil. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of addicted. Thanks to Lizi, she add this, otherwise I can never use that stuff. Really, I will never buy that stuff, but this is the part of the kit, so I'm kind of enjoying this, and maybe in future I can buy those. So I just put this all together, and just decided to put that hero sentiment there. And then somehow I didn't like that. Then I go ahead with stamp, and I thought let's use the stamps. And then I peel out the Delicata ink, and which is kind of proper in color. And somehow that cube is not working properly there. Yeah, so yeah, it is the pigment ink, and it's a really nice ink, but I don't know, it dry a little bit, I think. So I didn't get a proper impression there, so I then pull out my color box in pigment ink, which is the golden color, and just kind of stamping those mustache all around the background. Now at this point, I don't have any idea in mind with what kind of thing I'm doing. I just want to create a background and something like that. And then I just cover all those, means I will not use those at all. And sometimes it's a little bit funny, but still I want to show the process, because maybe someone likes something and they want to try that. So yeah, why not? So then again I'm foiling. Oh my god, I'm foiling too much. Yeah, but yeah, I like that. So here I'm foiling it again and again, and that blue color is really nice, and I put a little bit broader strip here, and then you can put this card just like that and it's look really fine and nice. But then I decided that I want something else. I don't want to put this like together, so I just keep the whole part there with that hero one, and I'll use that in a different manner. And here I'm using that elephant stickers came in a kit, and I'm kind of giving it a really nice thick background by adding the sky blue color cardstock. It is from my stash, and then I'm using the same cardstock behind that oval frame, so it will become more kind of steady, I think. And yeah, I like to add something behind the cardstock, cause otherwise it's very thin. So I just put all the things together by cutting them, and then putting the things there, and then I kind of like it, and then I don't want to add that hero things there, so I just pull out the two stickers which came in a sticker sheet with the sheet, and then I'm kind of making banner with them, just layering couple of more cardstock which kind of matching and getting more vibrant look here. Every time you use a sky blue, a navy blue, orange and green color together, it kind of pop together. I'm not going in much in a color wheel, but I'm just simply taking the magic, so it's like the complementary color, the cross colors, yeah, something like that, I hope. So it kind of look visually really nice, so I really like how it turned out now. And don't worry, we'll use that one also. And again I'm die cut out this word dad, and they're kind of illustration there, so I want to fill that with something, so I use again a sky blue color foam, and I make a thin stripes for that to get real kind of base to that D word, and then I'm just peel off this thing and put the all things together, so it's kind of that word there. So it's a auto card you can use for the Father's Day, you can go for it like a birthday. So I didn't add much here, and then I decided to add a little bit of yellow no drops. This is from my stash, and yeah, and I have orange one also, and I want to add that orange one, but at that time I didn't see where that gone, but yeah, in the next project you can see that. So I'm adding a little bit of bling there, and yeah, that completes that card. So we're not gonna waste that hero thing here. I'm cutting the same card base with the sky blue color, and I will use this rhino frame on that. When I see this pictures there with the frames, I kind of feel like it's kind of the art gallery in the Paris or something, so I want to put them like they look like art gallery. So I just put them in a squares. I use again the another same photo frames kind of thing from there, and I will put them all together. Some of them I put a black sticker to make it frame, and some of them I put the directly black card behind. Now you can see that here I'm putting the black card behind them, and it's kind of creating the frames here, basic frames here. So I just want to create an illusion that all these frames are hanging in a wall of art gallery. So in the most of the Paris or Italian theme kind of thing, where it can the Renaissance also, you can see the moldings are running through on the walls, and I kind of create that illusion here. Although these are not the moldings I'm using here, it's like just the photo frame. So I just place all the things together, and then I will twist that cardstock and create a niche there. So for that I'm using the pencil. I draw the lines and just turn over the my card base, and I'm using here Tim Holtz scale, and then I make a particular dimensions there, that how I want to go them and how these kind of frames are fit in there, so that I can score that. And now I'm using a scoring board. This is Martha Stewart scoring board. I'm kind of using here the stylus to score them. I don't want to rip off the paper. And after making a nice good impression, I will just rub off all those pencil impressions, and then I decided to put all things together, just the help of the glue. So it is kind of a wall idea there, and this is a very versatile card. You can use for anything. Rather than putting hero, you can put a mom or any person's name spell out there. That gonna also look nice. Or you can put another frame there if you don't want to do that. And this kind of versatile card, so you can twist it down and you can make a white wall. I'm using a brown background, but you can make a white and just add little bit of pinch of colors to kind of balance the whole thing. I'm adding orange and green drops there. So I hope you like these projects. Soon I will come with the next part of the same kit, where I'm gonna make more cards. If you like my channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, give it 2 thumbs up. If you want to ask something, leave me a comment. You can follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and my blog too. So until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Bye bye.